Hello everyone, welcome to Inconvenient Truths. I'm your host, Jennifer Zeng. As you've seen in the title, today I will tell you the tall tales of 5 Chinese women, and they are Olympian and skiing gold medalist Eileen Gu and Gu Ailing in Chinese. US-born Chinese Olympic figure skater Zhu Yi. The chained-up mother of 8, whose proper name we still don't know, Chinese tennis player Peng Shuai, and Huawei CFO Meng Wanzhou. I will also talk about why I put their stories together and what we can learn from these tall tales. First of all, some important updates on the woman of 8. On the mother of 8 in Dongji Village, Feng County, Xuzhou City in Jiangsu Province in China. Let's watch a short video of this woman. I'm not sure when it was shot. It must be after she was found by a volunteer who visited her and then posted her video on the internet, but before she was sent to a mental hospital.
冤，咋可能呢？就，不可能。
啥事儿啊？这搁哪呀？
就是回来给他，他要好好的，我给他洗洗头，他能让洗。
什么也不能洗，你
我到元旦的时候我给他洗洗头。
这个使劲还不用啊！哎，
这就现在这就最好了。
阿妈让我给他洗洗头。
使劲不要了，哎，这个使劲的不要啊！早上，哎，
你看这小青蛙，这要啊。
From this video, we can see that she actually could express herself very clearly. She said several times, "The world has abandoned me." What a soul-stirring and heartbreaking statement. I would feel ashamed by this statement if I hadn't done anything to help her. Well, what's heartening is many people in China also feel the same way. So this is a picture posted by a woman in China. The words on her car say, "Dong Zhiming raped a woman who has a mental illness, forced her to give birth to 8 children, but is rewarded with government pension and assistance." Dong Zhiming is the man who chained up the mother of 8, and the sign in front of the car says, "Sister, the world has not abandoned you. I am coming." But you know what? She drove this car to where the mother of 8 was hospitalized, or I should use the word detained, but was stopped by police who destroyed the signs and forced her to remove the words on her car. Let's watch the video.
这样处理吧。
为什么别指我的手机把你吓到呢？
这样处理吧。没有说你啊。
你们这样子，我真的觉得好奇怪，因为我
So they are having some kind of argument. The woman said that every word on this car is released by authorities. Says she was forced to wipe.
不要围观，不要围观啊！不要围观，不要好看点。不要围观啊！
And the police says, don't look. They must want to drive the onlookers away.
对啊，搞个干的毛巾给我了。这是你们自己的通道，你们
She
现在
said, this is what you recognized.
不要以博眼球的方式来提高这个流量，懂吗？
And the police said, don't try to increase your internet traffic by putting on some kind of sensational words. Okay, so that's the video of her wiping off the words on her car. And this was posted online by that woman, the owner of the car. She says that she drove 6 hours to the mental hospital in Feng County in the hopes of visiting the mother of 8 and give her some support and encouragement on February 4th. She was joined by another woman who drove 8 hours there, but they were not allowed to visit her. They went to the hospital again the next day, but were denied entry again. They then drove to Dongji village, where the mother of 8 was trained before, but were not allowed to enter the village either. So they drove back to Feng County. On February 6th, they posted the picture we just saw online. After only 30 minutes, the police arrived at their hotel and ordered them to wipe off the words on her car. Are you surprised? The police officers were able to identify and locate them within 30 minutes, even though she didn't use her real name online. In the meantime, her social media account was suspended, and the hotel refused to give them a room, so they had to sleep in the car. On February 7th, they went to another hotel but were again refused. They had to go to a third one. Then on February 8th, the manager of the hotel told them that the police had just visited the hotel and taken their computer away, saying that the hotel should not have given a room to them, and ordered the hotel to suspend their business until they corrected their mistakes. What could they do? They had to leave. So the woman says that at the end of the post, I'm just an ordinary woman who wanted to come to send a letter. Who would have expected that every day here in Feng County was so wonderful? Now, let's watch another video showing a police officer threatening a group of people who also went to Feng County to show their support for the mother of 8.
就你这点力量算啥？捞不起来，宣布起风浪。特别你那几个挑头的，你一旦挑头，你就被抓，你就要坐牢。我明确跟你说，你以为什么？我们现在上百号警力在家。
Well, the reason I keep on following this case is not only that this case is definitely worth following, but also because of the interest and actions that the Chinese netizens and public are showing and taking in this case. I often get comments under my videos asking, when will the Chinese people stand up and overthrow the CCP? Well, I don't really know the answer to that question, but this time the public continues to show their concern, anger, and interests. They persist in demanding answers. Some people even say they will boycott anything from Xuzhou City from now on because of this case. And you know what? The Xuzhou government or authorities issued the fourth document today, saying that now they have confirmed that the mother of 8, who was given the name Yang Moxia by Dong Zhiming, was indeed Xiao Mei from Yunnan province, like they said in the last report. However, the woman who took Xiao Mei from her home in Yunnan province to Jiangsu was taken under arrest, along with her husband, as they are suspected of human trafficking. In the meantime, Dong Zhiming was also detained for alleged illegal detention. Villager leaders, women's union members, and volunteers are now taking care of the children and the elderly, and will decide who should be the guardians of the 8 children, etc. So what do you think? Can we call it a small victory? The authorities denied that there was such a thing as human trafficking in this case, in the first, second, and the third documents, but finally acknowledged that this is a human trafficking case and have arrested the woman and her husband. However, at this stage, the public has lost their confidence in the authorities as they had told too many lies in this case. People don't accept that Yang Moxia is Xiaohua Mei. According to Proud Girls, the group which first exposed this case, Xiaohua Mei was another woman in her 50s who was also a human trafficking victim, but who had already died, while Yang Moxia is only in her 30s. Proud Girls insist that Yang Moxia is Li Yin from Sichuan province and say that Li Yin's uncle Li Dacheng's written request for a DNA test has been submitted to the police department in Sichuan province. Also, Li Dacheng would go to the police bureau in Nanchong City this morning in person to formally submit the request again. The significance of this case is many people's conscience has awakened, and local authorities were forced to make consistent changes in what they say, which led people to see clearly that the authorities have been lying all the time from the very beginning. So what's next? I'm very interested in finding out. Now let's go to the tall tale of another woman or a girl who is a real winner, Eileen Gu. She has just become so hot in China that it seems she has won everything. So the title of this report, Teenage Olympic Sensation Eileen Gu wins gold and crushes the Chinese internet. Yes, everyone was so proud of her as tens of millions rushed online to celebrate the teenage free sky and the teenage sensation winning her first gold medal of the Winter Olympics. She is the perfect darling, pretty, smart, young, and a winner. But the problem is she really a Chinese citizen? She was born in San Francisco. Her father is an American, while her mother is a Chinese national who graduated from Peking University and moved to the US in her 20s. Eileen grew up in the US and was trained in the US and is obviously a US citizen. Is she also a Chinese citizen? Everyone knows that China doesn't allow dual citizenship. So if she represents China, does that mean that she has given up her American citizenship? No one knows. She has dodged reporters' questions about her citizenship at least 6 times. It is of course no problem if she wanted to abandon her American citizenship in order to represent China. That's her own choice. But what some Chinese people are unhappy about is this. It seems that she is still a US citizen. Why was she allowed to own dual citizenship while others are not? The most strange thing I found about her is, do you know who did the first exclusive one-on-one interview with her after she won the gold medal on February 8th? It's not Xinhua, it's not CGTN or CCTV. It is not even the propaganda department of the CCP. It is the CCP's Central Commission for Discipline Inspection, which usually only deals with CCP officials' corruption issues. So this is the feature story on her published on the website of the CCP's Central Commission for Discipline Inspection. They also did a 10-minute long video interview with her. So in that 4,100-word feature story of hers, do you know how many times America or the US was mentioned? Let me tell you, 0. In that 10-minute video and a 4,100-word article, everything is about how she loves China, how she loves her life in Beijing, how she wants to show the China element to everyone in the world, what a great mother she has, how she likes the food her Chinese grandmother cooks for her, and how excited she is to represent China, etc. To be honest, I really couldn't work out why it was the CCP's Central Commission for Discipline Inspection, not the propaganda department, that interviewed her first. Some say it is because the CCP's internal management is chaotic, and some say it is because the CCP's Central Commission for Discipline Inspection wanted to set the tone for all other Chinese media regarding how to portray her in the media. No mentioning of any controversies at all, especially about her US citizenship. Even her American father is disappeared in the report. No one is able to know that she has an American father if they only read the report of the CCP's Central Commission for Discipline Inspection. Also, as she is such a darling now, she not only gains all the attention but also a lot of money. It is reported that the money she made from commercial endorsements is as much as 35 million US dollars, making her the third highest paid female athlete in the world. While many people envy her success, a Chinese netizen put such a sentence online. Let me show you. This distance between you and Eileen Gu is 1 billion times of reincarnations, while the distance between you and the mother of 8 is just one strike on the back of your head. What does this mean? It means that out of 1 million Chinese people, there could be only one Eileen Gu. But any woman in China can become another sex slave, just like the mother of 8, if you are given a strike on the back of your head, because you will pass out after that strike, and then you will be sold to a village and chained up like the mother of 8. No one is safe in China. This is indeed the case. There's a true story of a graduate student being sold to a village. She later managed to bribe a little boy in the village to help her mail a letter to her professor in the university. That's how she got rescued later. Based on this sentence, a Weibo user created a series of cartoons called The Distance Between Her and Her, showing how a city girl could also become the mother of 8 with a strike on the back of her head. Very interesting. Let's watch. Well, that's the end of that story. This cartoon was deleted after being shared more than 300,000 times online. Some also compared the mother of 8 to Meng Wanzhou, Huawei's CFO. So this person says, when the lock was on the foot of Meng Wanzhou, the entire country was behind her because she has a red father. When the lock was on this woman's neck, all the media of China keep quiet. Yet you and your family can become like her at any moment. So the foot with a lock is Meng Wanzhou's. She was arrested in Canada under the request of the US because she had violated US law. In order to save her, the CCP arrested several Canadians in China as a hostage. She was later released after she pled guilty and reached a bargain with the US. When she returned to China, she was welcomed like a queen and a national hero. Now, let's look at another photo. This one. The girl on the right is Zhu Yi. She has a very familiar life path as Eileen Gu. The only difference is she fell and failed, while Eileen won. So Zhu Yi suffered very bad online abuse in China. Posts with the hashtag Zhu Yi fail got more than 200 million hits on Weibo, and she was called a lot of bad names. And we should neither forget this woman, who is Peng Shuai. The chain on her leg was photoshopped, but we all know that it is as true as the one on the neck of the mother of 8. Peng Shuai was once as successful and as big a star as Eileen Gu in terms of her sports career. But because Peng Shuai tried to expose and challenge the CCP's top leader, her situation is almost as miserable as the mother of 8 now. So that's the Fantasies of China, tall tales of 5 women in China. If you are useful for the CCP, or if you come from a red family, you are a darling, a hero, a queen. If not, with one strike on the back of your head, you become a sex slave, and the next day. Is that what everyone is looking forward to as the model of socialism, any social system, or a way of governance? Well, that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you like my content, please subscribe to my channel and help my videos reach more people. Or go to my website at jenniferzengblog.com to sign up for a membership or make a donation. Thank you very much. See you next time.